on the Glockaware Network.
That means...
Shot o'clock. I am Irize.
I am Mr. Manley.
Talking from the other side as you keep making it a habit as of late.
I'm a ghost.
Mm-hmm. And together we are over a drink.
That's exactly what we are.
Nah,
for
I'm a
those who
ghost.
don't know.
We ain't even been drinking yet, and you already...
Now you're informed.
Already starting.
About who we are.
Did you just snatch my...
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. You want that one or you want that one?
I don't want the hands. Anyway.
Yeah.
Together we are over a drink.
Anywho.
What up, what up, what up? How are you today?
I'm fantastically super. How
Fantastically
about yourself?
super. I am great. You know, as always, we're going to start off talking about our weekend. And I must say, I told you last week that I was going to be traveling to New York for a funeral, which I did. And I told you last week, reminder, we laid my son's grandmother to rest. It was a very beautiful, very quick and efficient ceremony. Shout out to the Caribbean blacks that know how to hurry up and get shit done, because Southern Baptist people still burying somebody from the funeral that they went to on Saturday, I'm pretty sure. Still, the preacher's still preaching. But it was a very beautiful service for a beautiful woman. And then, like I said, since I was going to be in New York, so I was going to hit up my big brother Maceo and be like, hey, I see you doing club quarantine. Hey, you think I could come by? And I did that. I actually did that. I said I did it when I was here. And he hit me back the next day and was like, what's your government name again? So I sent him that. And then day of, and this is what I appreciate about this particular relationship and just the types of relationships that I have with people. The older I get, I definitely don't have time for the bullshit. So I'm not a stand in line person. Like, I need my ticket or I need to walk up to the window and pick up a ticket. I'm not the, you know what I mean? If it can't happen, it can't happen.
Yeah.
And I'm happy with that. Yeah. And I can buy a ticket if necessary, if that's what it takes. But this event was sold out, which is why I knew I was going to ask Big Bro, can I come through? Because it was sold out. And so he hit me day of the event and said, hey, just so you know if it was a De La show, you would be good money. But it's a D-Nice event, so I'm not sure. He was like, but I'm going to let you know. I'll know by 5 o'clock. Little after 5, he hit me and was like, what's the name of the person that you're with? Because when I told him, when he said that, was like, you know what, it's cool. Because I hit him up like, yo, just to let you know, I did come to New York. I attended the funeral. That's over. Chilling with one of my girlfriends right now. Let me know. And he was like, you know, cool. No problem. It shouldn't be a problem, but I'll let you know by 5. Little after 5, he hit me back and said, send me your girlfriend's name that you're with. So I'm like, oh, Nally. Shit. And I get a +1. I didn't.
That was
expecting
dope.
A +1. I definitely, not go anywhere about myself, but I was with one of my best friends, Beth, and I was like, okay, Beth, get dressed. We gonna go. And so I went to the Apollo and I went to the front.
Oh, was that the Apollo?
Is that the Apollo?
Oh,
went to the front.
Okay.
Go to will call. They said the artist hasn't brought their guest list out. Now I'm like, ugh. Because now, first of all, I got a parking spot. First of all, let me backtrack a little bit.
NYC.
Listen, I went up for a funeral. I had on funeral clothes. I did have a change of clothes with me. I somehow left without my jacket. No coat, no jacket. But I got a parking spot directly across the street from the Apollo.
Man, you were lucky. You was fucking more than lucky.
And it was beautiful out. It just got a little windy. And if anybody's familiar with Harlem, there's a lot of tall buildings, so that makes the wind even, the wind be fucking Wendy Williams out there. So I got a parking spot directly across. Cool. It stopped raining. We runs across the street in the rain, get over there, go to the first box office. They said, no, you need to go to will call, I'm sorry, I don't have your ticket. The artist hasn't brought their list yet. So I'm like, shit. Now I already don't want to, I feel like I don't want to harass, but I'm just like, hey, I'm here.
Yeah.
He hit me back like, are you good? I was like, actually, I'm not. I'm here. And they was like, they don't have a list yet. So he was like, hold up. And I'm like, like I said, it's cool though. He's like, try the back door.
Try the back door.
The back door.
All right, let's toast to this one because the back door. It's always fun when you go through the back door.
I knew you was going to say some shit. Nah. That's why I didn't take my sip.
Y'all take that shit how y'all want to take it. But you know what I fucking mean, though. You got
I ain't drinking enough yet to talk about it. So I go to the back door of the Apollo, which is now directly behind the Apollo. The Apollo's on 125th. Back door is on 126th. And all this is directly around the corner from the law school in Mecca, which this is how I'm so familiar with the layout of Harlem. Spending many years as a 5%er going up to show and prove to the law school. So now I'm cold because I don't have a jacket. I'm walking around the building.
Uh-huh. You supposed to slide right in. Like you was like. Yeah.
Right. But,
yeah, that's what you was thinking.
I go to the back, and this is where I slide right in. So at the back, he's like,
all
okay.
the time. In the back. You
slide
sometimes
right
you slide right in, goddamn.
It's always a good time.
Absolutely.
So when I get back there, he takes my ID, he takes Beth's ID, and he's like, okay, yeah, you guys on the list, cool. Let me get your wristbands. He said, however, and then Maceo also texted me at the same time. He was like, I'm glad you're in, because I told him I'm at the back, I'm cool. He's like, good. He said, I got good news and bad news. You're in. He was like, but there are no tickets. Like, the show is literally sold out. There's
Holy
no seat.
shit.
There's no seat.
God
but
damn.
I have an all-access band. He was like, you can go to the green room or whatever, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, I'm already at the green room at this point. I told him, I will find you. Like, I'm grateful. I will find you. I'm going to find you.
I will
and
find
in my
you.
mind, I'm like, yo, this is my first time at the Apollo. And then it dawned on me, in my mission to find him, as I'm walking up these narrow steps in the back, I've been to the Apollo once. I have been in a show at the Apollo. When I worked for Beanie Siegel and Jada Kiss had a show, and I want to say it may have been it may have been a Rockefeller event because I do remember
shit back.
It was a whole bunch of people there. And I remember that's the one time I had been at the Apollo, and again I didn't have a seat. I was on the stage in the corner, and it was very tight. Like their backstage is very tight. There's two ways to go. One part is very tight because you can only go on the stage. You cannot go to the audience from there. And the other part, you can go to the audience or to the stage. So I go in, and for those of you who are of my age demographic, I am literally among hip hop royalty, and like you probably wouldn't even know it. You know, people have aged. They're not still making records. They're not still as public in hip hop, but so Milk D was there, and I kept saying when I was backstage, like,
Milk D, that's my man.
Right, I knew it. I
D.
got to run into Grandmaster Caz, and I had to remind him. I said, I have this hoodie that you gave me, this Sedgwick and Cedar hoodie. He was like, yo, hold on to that. That's gonna be worth a lot of bread one day. And I was like, yeah, that's the plan on holding on to it, like being worth a lot of bread aside. But like just being around like the founders of Melly Mel came, and
oh, that was dope.
And I thought I missed some of the show, but I ran into somebody today who was like, oh, you just missed like an opening comedian or whatever. But
all at the Apollo, right?
At the Apollo. I got there for the beginning, which was Raheem Devon. So to see, again, a friend, like this is a friend of mine, because I remember when he first started, when he came to A Touch of Jazz, and he cut a lot of records there. And then he moved on doing his independent thing. But I got to spend a lot of time with him early in his career. So we were friends. It's funny because I saw him, and the first thing he said is, I know I didn't hit you back. I didn't hit nobody back because, you know, everybody that don't even talk to me was hitting me. And I was like, yo, like I knew I was coming. I wasn't hitting you for that, but it's cool. But I did get to catch up to him, and it was interesting to watch like people who are your friends do their thing. Yeah. And then for me, like when De La Soul performed, it's always for me, like it's like even when I watch Jeff perform, like when I watch Jeff DJ, it's always mind-boggling, humbling. It's like a whole bunch of different emotions because you know me since I grew up, so you've been to the crib and you've seen the posters I've had of Jazzy Jeff in my basement, the poster I've had on Jeff in my room, like just growing up, and posters of people who are like literally icons that like they're the couple who I can just reach out and text at any given time. And
you had a chance to encounter with these people,
right? So when I'm watching the 5-year anniversary of Club Quarantine, and D Nice is on stage introducing De La Soul, and I watch Paz and Mace come out, and it's just like I start fanning out first because I'm a fan. Then it's like always like, oh, Big Bro was up there doing this thing, and he really, I get to see the joy in that, like to see that he really enjoys what he does.
That was my shit when I was like in the 6th, 7th grade. Fucking De La Soul.
That's the other thing. I mean, but like they be telling me like they were in high school, and I'm like, yeah, because I was in 8th grade.
Yeah, man, I was like 7th grade and all that.
Grade.
That was my shit. De La Soul joint.
Yeah, Rakim.
They couldn't miss for me when I was younger. God damn.
The
That
God
shit was
MC
crazy.
was there.
Rakim was there. But let me give a
MC.
special shout out to Guy Fisher for being the first black owner of the Apollo. Special shouts out to Guy Fisher.
Giving us a
Goddamn,
place
for sure.
to perform.
If y'all
our
didn't
art.
know, now y'all fucking know. Guy Fisher.
So like, okay, I found out because Drez was there, and I've seen him recent years, but Chi Ali was there.
Oh,
And
that
for everybody that used to be like, "Oh my God, he's so," let me tell you,
my age bracket, the girls like we probably about the same
I
age.
seen
Me
this
and
nigga
Chi
and didn't
Ali.
recognize he was Chi Ali, but I still was giving him that head nod. That
Man,
girls
listen,
give. Look like who
that
is
curly
that nigga?
hair, young Dress. Y'all know who Dress is,
well,
right?
he's got
Yeah,
curly, little
like
silver salt and
he
pepper
had
now.
all the chicks. God damn, every chick loved Chi Ali back then. God damn,
Yeah, I can see
that shit
why.
was crazy.
But the God
that shit was
MC.
insane.
It's crazy. Like no matter how many times you can see Rakim, no matter how many times you can hear certain songs. I was with Beth and she was laughing because she was like, "This is your shit," and I was like, "Let me tell you, I know this song word for word since 6th grade.
Yeah,
Like I don't know what the fuck I did 2 days ago, but I still know the words to "I Ain't No Joke" since 1987.
Come on, man, I can
Like,
fucking picture the video right now in my head.
With Flavor Flav, the radio, all
Fucking
that.
Fila sweatsuit on. That shit
Fila
was fucking
sweatsuit.
crazy.
So
that Fila
like, I
sweatsuit
got to
was
see
insane.
Rakim do all of his hits, and then D Nice dropped another one. He was like, "Don't be mad at me if you don't want to do this," and he did fucking "Sip the Juice." I got another, like the fucking Apollo went crazy. And I was standing there right in the front.
I go up on the side.
Case came out, nigga.
Oh,
Case
touch
came.
me, this man. Oh, don't lie. You think he was doing coke with me? No, I ain't gonna say that, bro. Yeah, but
Case was out there.
Yeah, Case. Shouts out to Case, bro.
Yeah,
he got
the broken glass. Case.
Let's give Case some flowers right now,
Yeah,
bro, because he had a period of time when Case was super hot. He couldn't miss.
Voice still on point.
Shouts out to Case.
Voice still on point.
Yeah, for sure.
Like there was somebody for everybody performing that night, and
dope.
I was really happy to be a part of that. It was an amazing show. It was only from like 7 to 11, and then there was an after party.
Okay.
After the show, there's always the after party.
That's
Lisa, and motherfucking Cult Jam.
I was just talking about them to somebody.
Lisa.
What's my fucking song from Lisa?
I was sitting in the back and I was like, all I know is the minute she do, I wonder I could take you home.
Yeah,
I was out there with the body wave. Hey, she killed that shit. She killed that shit.
You got had her hair going to the side, like, you know what I'm saying? You know how she,
well, she had her hair straight now. You know, she a little older.
Yeah, she a little older, but it was crazy.
She came out there.
She had the spritz and shit all in her hair back then. It was spritzed up.
It was a really good show.
Yeah, it was a really dope show. That shit was high energy right there.
It was high energy.
Motherfucker, 35, 40, 45. Man, listen, that was a great night. My boy was tired going home.
And this is after Friday night. Friday night, I worked the door at Roar for shout out to DJ Nashira. She does this party called International Bounce, and it's Afro beats, reggaeton, reggae. It's all the Caribbean, African vibes. And when I tell you, yeah, it was a great time because it started at 10. Like doors were at 10. And you know things. You know people who like to come out early and maybe go somewhere else. You know, maybe between 10 and 11 might have been 30 people there.
Caribbean people get freaky when they dance,
but by 12, it was really insane. So I did all of that. And then last night I went to Warehouse on Watts. Shout out to Warehouse on Watts. Shout
out to Warehouse on Watts.
Where my nephew was supposed to be opening for Jay Critch. Him and his friends were opening for Jay Critch, but it turned out to be just their concert. And let me tell you, it doesn't matter because I feel like everybody was there for them anyway. So I got to meet some new Philly artists last night. Sosa, what's the other guy's name? Eli 616. Happy, sad, somebody, but he went by a couple of different names, but he actually was really dope.
And a hell of a contradiction.
Listen,
happy, sad.
I found
yin and yang, huh?
So you know what? Even when I had my nephew up here, I may always make the joke that I don't know what y'all be so emo singing about and whining and auto tuning.
Yeah.
So like,
I agree.
But I went to support because my son was actually like DJing, and that's something that he used to do that he loves. My son's a lot like me. He has a lot of talents, but it's like jack of all trades, master of none, but good at a bunch of shit and can just break out and do a bunch of shit. But it was interesting being in there, feeling like the old lady, not quite get off my lawn with this shit, but actually vibing and watching like this newer generation of artists express themselves. And
Nelly said, "What up?
What up, Nelly?" It was very dope.
Hank said, "Potholes in my lawn too." Was that shit?
Yeah, so potholes in my lawn was that shit for sure.
That's for sure.
But yeah, it was. I had a time last night watching those guys perform, and
that
I was just
dope, yo.
Giving some constructive criticism. The first boy that was out there, I had to tell him, "Listen, you're dope." And I was telling his friends, like, he got too many people on stage. All that come to the front and show energy. If your peoples was in the crowd, the energy would follow. Yeah, you gotta get them niggas off stage. The days of the posse is so over.
You're not strategizing the people you with and putting them in a crowd to get the rest of the crowd pumping.
It's new.
Put them.
It's inexperienced. It's new. Like you don't know.
You went from seeing legends to seeing up and comings.
Yo, up and coming. Like these young boys is going to be legends. Like the one boy, I told him, I said, let me tell you, as a person from the culture, you got it. I was like, there's a lot of tweaking that needs to be done all the time with new artists, but I told him there really wasn't too much that needed to be tweaked. Like from the stage presence to the lyrics to the performance to the engagement to how he worked the stage, even the subject matter. Even me being old enough to be his mother, like them songs was bopping. Like,
all right. Man,
you cringe a little bit when these niggas is like hanging with your son and they talking about tight pussy and it's like, oh, I can't bop to that. I cannot nod my head to that. But
well, that's the difference in our generation and like the generation before us, our moms and dads. That's really the difference in it. We listen to the same music.
Same shit.
You know what I'm saying? We brought up on hip hop. Our moms and dads wasn't brought up on hip hop. So that's a big difference right there. That's why we still listening to the same music our kids is listening to, because it's hip hop. Huh? Did y'all think of that?
I'm about to say, I don't even
I fucking thought of that.
Think of it like that.
I'm a philosopher.
Especially, I don't even
say no, crazy. But yeah, that's some real like shit that. Though. If you think about it, we brought up on the same music as our kids, and you know what I'm saying.
Because that is so that's what we play for them. Like my kids,
we was brought up on hip hop. I mean,
was brought up on hip hop.
That's what it was.
Michael Jackson and Prince.
You dig?
And
so that's the difference in us and our kids and listening to the same stuff. Whereas though,
yeah, I was brought up on top 40 for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Because my mom, a lot of her favorite stuff, I don't even know off the bat. Or like she likes jazz, and it's not that I don't like jazz, but I'm not about to just break out. And I have moments. I don't listen to jazz every day. That's definitely mood music. I had like when I need to deep meditate on certain things, right, or I want to think about certain things, I'll go to jazz. But outside of that, it's fucking mindless music all day for me because I'm so serious outside of that. Like,
feed yourself that junk for a minute.
I saw something the other day and it said the reason why people who are really smart do like they watch reality TV and they listen to music that might not be so great is because they're so smart in their regular everyday lives. We get tired of analyzing shit because, especially me, an overthinker, we overanalyze shit.
I got you. I hear what you're saying.
So when I'm listening to stuff that like everything has a message or everything is real, and I really tend to analyze it. The mindless shit, I already know it ain't about shit, so I'm not about to sit there and try to figure out why. All
right, let me decipher that just a little bit for those who may have gotten that statement confused. She don't mean everybody who watching the fucking shows on the joint. All y'all ain't fucking geniuses, so we're not even gonna really think that.
I'm just talking about
all y'all who stuck on like Bad Girls and all these other shows and this, that, and the third. Y'all are not the people she's talking about.
Oh, not at all. Because I don't even watch Bad Girls.
Sorry
because
to tell
that's
y'all.
Counterproductive
I'm
to
not.
the uplifting
I don't mean just
women.
people who watch. I'm just saying shows for example. So don't think I'm knocking people who watch Bad Girls. No, I'm just saying all of y'all are not fucking geniuses or brilliant that y'all have to decompress your brilliant mind
Cognitive
from working
disassociation.
Yes, that's it, right? That's the statement right there. Yeah, all of y'all that don't do that. So don't fool your fucking self, goddamn it. I'm just
you
saying.
know when the liquor be flowing,
You know what I'm saying? I don't want everybody to be leading themselves on. No, don't lie to yourself about that. I'm gonna keep it all the way funky with you. This is me. B Manley is always gonna keep it true with the viewers and the listeners. So I ain't gonna never be fraudulent with y'all.
What's on your list for the week?
My weekend first, it was like I just want to address a few things on the weekend because I hit the gym hard. You know, that's what I do. I fucks with the gym.
All weekend? That's what you do?
Well, in the morning time, I go to the gym, then I fucking come back home and I eat, and then I go to sleep, and I wake up and wash clothes and shit, and fuck with my daughter. Oh no, my daughter had a game. God damn it, almost forgot about my daughter. Shouts out to my daughter, and she scored the most points in the game, and they gave her a little certificate award. Shouts out to my baby. Shouts out to my baby, my small wonder, who is not small at all. But I love you, baby. But I go to the gym, right? And man, I'm just gonna flat out say it. Some of you niggas in there stink, man. Y'all gotta get y'all shit together. The hygiene shit in the gym is getting out of control, man. I don't like it. I'm not agreeing with it.
I say that's not just the gym, because when I get on the shuttle bus to work and I work 7 a.m. shifts, and it's not just a cultural thing. Like, wash your fucking work jacket and that vest. That vest ain't been washed since it was issued when you came out of training. Because
wash your
I don't
work
understand
uniform.
how it'd be 6:30 in the morning and you smell like 5:55 the night before.
Yeah, it's crazy. But the gym, it's like y'all niggas, it's Italian hoagies in this joint, bro. And I'm like, what is going on? And niggas
getting
be
up and
cool.
coming to the gym and not taking a shower because they know they're going to sweat.
Bro, that joint, that's
both.
ridiculous. Take the shower, bro. Like, just go ahead, take the dip. Another thing, another fucking thing, bruh. Do your little pre-exercises or whatever you gotta do, or drink your coffee or whatever the fuck it is you gotta do before you come to the gym. So that way you ain't gotta take a shit soon as you do a fucking exercise and got the locker room smelling like I don't know what the fuck you guys be eating,
that's
bro.
Next level diabolical.
Y'all be out of control in the gym, man. And I ain't gonna name the fucking gym. Y'all already know what gym I go to. And again,
at any gym. Don't do that at any gym.
Yeah, any gym. But y'all out of control in these gyms, man. Y'all gotta get y'all shit together, bro. Like, y'all can't be shitting y'all shitting in the gym freely. Like y'all home with a magazine.
I'm of the mindset of, if you gotta go, you gotta go. Don't hold that shit for nobody. I understand it. Because it causes health issues later on. You
haven't been in the Mel's gym bathroom.
But I'm also thinking about first thing in the morning.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying.
I move my bowels when I'm home.
Crazy. So stop that, y'all.
I wake up in time to let it come down.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They can do that little pre-workout thing in the house or whatever. Drink their coffee, get your body moving. It's all because you done ate something and now you want to get your little body moving at the gym. As soon as your body get moving, it's ready to let the joint out. Bro, do that shit at home, man. Come on. I'm tired of smelling that shit in the morning when I come in the gym on the weekends, man. Stop it, please. I beg of you. God damn it. But other than that, had a great weekend, goddamn. It's always a great weekend. I watch my daughter play basketball and shit like that. And, I get a good workout in and some good sleep.
A complete great weekend this weekend?
Who?
Young black men in Philadelphia, because racing.
Oh, they back at it. Young boys is back at it.
The car done flipped over and 2 people got ejected and died. It was 4 brothers, so somebody done lost half of their children.
I actually gave the young boys a little credit for a period of time, thinking like, it died down a little bit.
Until I'm in a whole nother city, another state, and I get a breaking news. 15-year-old shot in the chest at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
On the fucking bus.
At 40th and Girard.
That's crazy. Broad daylight. You get your ass whipped on the joint, and then you pull again. Listen, man.
And now can't nobody find you. Somebody is harboring little Tyshawn. And need to send his ass where the fuck he need to go.
Young boy.
So he'll never do that
Let me talk to you, young boy. At this point, man, like, this is after the fact, but you had to have known by prior events, by years prior, that the buses have cameras inside, outside, around the side, all the sides. Every angle you want. That's what I'm about to... Bruh, Why? What the? You was getting off the bus anyway. Why come back and then lick the shot? Man.
Injured 2 innocent people.
Bro, you need to go to jail.
Killed another innocent
young
person.
boy, you need to go to jail.
Yeah, I thought they was on chill for a minute, and that just reminded me that was
a bad decision,
that was just
man.
The first nice day.
Yeah, that was
like,
just a damn.
We got a lot of nice days to
come, bro. That wasn't cool.
You know, people make bad decisions when Mercury wearing micro braids.
Yeah, it happens.
I'm telling you, Mercury wearing micro braids till about April 14th.
Yeah, it happens,
like that.
Man.
So
you know, I'm looking on the internet, right, and it's just some random shit. I be scrolling through shit on YouTube and everything. This has nothing to do with nothing, but I seen this young boy, seen a young boy in jail. It's like young boy. It said young boy violate some young boy in jail and post it and get X amount of years. I'm like, fuck.
What do you mean?
And on the caption, it got the young boy. It looked like he holding the young boy on the ground with a mask on his head. So I look at it and somebody narrating the story.
Was it clickbait?
No, I wasn't clickbait at all. This young boy is in jail with a dog collar around his boy's neck. He got a mask on. The boy's on his knees, and this boy got probably about maybe 50,000 in cash stacked up. This in jail. Hear what I'm saying. He got 50,000 in cash.
In jail.
In jail. On the back of this boy's neck. And he posted this on Instagram.
That's what I think about that.
It's fucking idiots, man. Like, what do you... I'm just... And that's, again, a young boy. Might not be from here or whatever. What the fuck do y'all be thinking? What be going on in the mindset of... Like,
I don't know, but I'm glad I was hanging out with well-behaved YNs last night because
that's what's up.
I definitely was in the spot looking around like you.
Yeah,
I'm in a place where there's too many YNs, and I start itching, break out into a sweat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My breathing gets a little shallow. I get a little nervous. A couple times they got rowdy and they was all jumping. Like, you know how it's like a mosh pit sort of, but without so much mosh, just more holding on to each other and going, and just jumping. My knees don't work like that no more. You know what I mean? I saved that for when I really need to be doing those types of activities. But I was in there and I was just like, okay, it's definitely a vibe. Like, it definitely reminded me of when I was younger and I would go to, you know, like up and coming underground hip hop events. It was cool.
We can't forget when we were younger. Like they young now or whatever. But you know, I seen something crazy that freaked me the fuck out. It was on a Saturday. I'm at a light, and I seen like 6 young boys crossing the street. Like they wasn't crossing directly in front of me. They was like up ahead and in the middle of the street. But they all was crossing. It was like 6 of them. They all had book bags. It was Saturday. Wouldn't that freak y'all the fuck out? It freaked me clean the fuck out. I don't know what y'all would be thinking.
From practice, they coming from an educational program.
Right.
I like to give I like to get a YN
I'm just saying, y'all can chime in and ask me what y'all would that freak y'all out on a Saturday? And it's like 6 of them.
It could be full of book bags, and they could have been on a graffiti bench.
It could have been all of those things.
Like I said, I like to get a YNs the benefit of the doubt.
I got you, but if I give you this choice, I think 4 out of 6 of them had a gun in the bag. What would you say?
That's not the smartest place to carry your gun, so I think y'all need to just remember you're a child, and stay in a child's place until you're able and capable of making adult
just be
decisions.
Random shit I be saying, and I had to just bring that to the people. That was just crazy. I'm like, it's Saturday, like, why the fuck all y'all walking? But they ain't look like they was coming from no, like, nothing. It just looked crazy though.
Nah, they was coming from an educational program.
I like to believe
they
that.
all gonna be future engineers.
I like to believe that.
Me too.
I would love to believe that.
Me too.
It would be my cardiologist at some point.
You know what else is happening in the city? The mayor got greenlit, or actually, they put the proposal to our city council. She's trying to do more housing. I just needed to be affordable housing. You know, she made a pledge to develop X amount of homes during her tenure. And I just feel like for her to be a black mayor from Philly, that she forgot about the affordable part.
Mm-hmm.
Considering our minimum wage ain't so minimum.
True.
I mean, it's super minimum, and considering that it's hard to get jobs, I'm guessing. Oh, it's raining in the studio. Took, it's raining in the studio.
Took.
But I don't know if that's rain. I'm like,
yeah. With the housing thing, right?
As we talk about housing, yeah.
I understand the housing part, right? All that just says to me is that y'all about to fuck the streets up even more. How about fix the goddamn streets and say fuck the housing for right now?
You know they're not gonna fix the streets till the wintertime when it's
y'all been building houses for the longest everywhere. Like, but the streets be fucked up. Y'all leave the streets in shambles.
You know they gotta
like come fix the yeah, but I'm
utilities
and I can dig that. But y'all, yeah, like come on. So don't go building no more fucking houses till y'all fix the fucking street. It just only makes sense, man. I'm only saying what the people saying. If you want to be a mayor for the people,
I need you to stop pricing people out of the neighborhoods that they
part too.
I just need you to really stop doing that.
That part too.
Because we don't want to go to the suburbs. You don't want to go to the suburbs.
No.
Right. Yeah, I can't remember the exact number. I just do know it was a large sum amount in dollars of housing. And I was like,
God damn.
Everywhere I go in North Philly especially, they putting houses in every hole
every
that you
spot.
can think of, but they're not building parking. And they're not putting back into the community. The communities are changing. They are looking less like the people who actually built those communities and made them community. And you know, I got beef with that.
Fix the fucking street. I got beef with the street.
You know what else I did? I did something fun this weekend.
What you do?
I watched the president decimate.
That was fun.
The Department of Education. And then I got a phone call from my student loan people. And I let them know that according to what I had just seen on the news, the president said, fuck the Department of Ed. There's no need to have a Department of Education. And he's taking all the steps he needs to do to disband the Department of Education. So if there's no Department of Education, then to whom do I owe these loans? This is the question I asked the man on the phone who stuttered and stammered because he couldn't answer that. And then I told him, furthermore, according to your president, he stuttered and stammered. Furthermore, according to your president, these e-signatures are null and void. So when I sign my deferment and when I sign my actual loan, they were e-signatures. Y'all do not have a pen and ink copy of my signature anywhere in y'all's files. So I don't know who.
For real, he said that?
No, that's what he said. He was like, "Oh, this fucking docu-signing and shit ain't legal." So I told him I don't know who them loans belong to, but y'all need to go find her because I'm not her. And I chuckled and told him, you can call me back when y'all figure that out. And my phone ain't rang again today. Prior to that, they was calling me several times a day. Like, what's up with the student loans? You behind in your payment. And I was just like, now I'm not paying. Sir, you're big boss. Can we impeach Mayor Parker? She put in $1 billion in new homes and $1 billion in city restoration. Yeah, this is a one-term mayor.
Where the fucking soda money at, goddammit?
Listen.
Where the goddamn soda money at?
Right, we never needed the DOE, but since we had it, and that's who apparently forwarded my loans, I don't owe nobody. I guess I don't owe nobody.
Yeah,
I think secondary education on a collegiate level should be free in this country anyway.
Wait a minute, did I just witness something magical here? Did you just ride with your Gemini brethren on the topic? Is this something magical? Hey, listen, y'all, if y'all don't know, y'all been tuning in. She is Team Gemini for everybody except for what, 2? Except for 2?
We're not even talking about y'all's president, except y'all's president.
Except for y'all's one president. Of them is sometimes she rock with him. But you don't rock with him anymore, period.
I'm sad to say, I told y'all last week I unfollowed Kanye. It was a very hard decision. It hurt me to the core. I still listen to Kanye, and I just like the other day I was on my Instagram story and I was listening to a song and I posted the caption. It bothers me that this Ye will never be back. Like we'll never see that man again.
Nah.
But yeah, like I
came and
unfollow
went like a
Kanye.
comment.
I see news about Kanye. I don't click it. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't. There's too much other shit going on that's directly affecting me to worry about how him off his medication is directly affecting other people.
True.
I don't care.
True.
It hurts me to the core, but yeah, I can't do it.
Easy.
I'm gonna pour.
You gonna pour
one up?
Pour up for Ye. Hey, listen.
Pour one up for Mr. West. I need him to wake up, Mr. West.
Time has passed. It was like a comet. It came and went. It was amazing. It was amazing watching it.
So amazing.
Yeah, and then that comet is just soaring to a different height.
You know what's my favorite? One of my most favorite internet personalities to. Oh. You want some more drink? I like this. That's
pretty smooth.
Don Roberto.
Don Roberto.
Double cask.
Okay, so that's not Don Julio. That's Julio
Don
cousin.
Roberto.
Don Roberto.
They did it in an oak barrel, then they put it in a Chardonnay barrel for the finish, so it gets a little.
Man, recognize. It's Julio cousin right there.
America will be great by 2027. I'm gonna hold you to that. We'll see. But if not, if any of y'all passport bros in other countries,
what would make America great though?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm off.
Everybody has this conception of something.
Bring back
like,
segregation. Let me know where I'm not wanted, and let me spend my black dollars with my people.
You know what I'm saying? Because
we spend billions.
But
their economy would tank so fast. You know what they would do? Turn around and start burning our shit down like they did the first time.
Yeah.
They would have to come to us for the good food because the fucking restaurants are all shut the fuck down. Unseasoned ass bullshit they be selling.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. Did I
you know
totally
who really make the food? Mexicans. So I'm protecting all Mexican
brown
chefs.
Mexicans, well, the ones that recognize they brown.
I'm protecting all
They would be
Mexicans.
right over there spending their brown dollars with our black asses, and we would be. Then America would be great.
We're gonna have goddamn queso everything.
Nah, that's too much cheese. My stomach bubbling thinking about it. Oh. Did you think they shit at the gym now just from coffee? Queso everything.
Hey, don't remind me of that shit again, bro. The gym be out of control. And again, gentlemen, do y'all shit at home, man. Come on. Don't do that.
Yeah, so I
should be out of control.
Yes, we agree. It's the women who gonna make it great again. Michelle Obama. You calling it out? I don't know. Shelly says she ain't got no time for no.
Bro, I don't know. Y'all hoping and wishing, man. Michelle Obama ain't. She done with it.
Yeah, Shelly says she ain't got. Her and Barrio
She served her term.
Chills.
She served her term. She served 8 years in the joint ski.
Whoa.
She said what?
No, in all seriousness though.
Yeah, she served.
What's this bitch name? Yes, I called her a bitch. JD Vance's wife.
Oh.
Anyway,
you called her a bitch. That's the vice president's wife. Ain't he the vice president?
The second lady.
Yeah, the second lady.
Second lady's supposed to be taking the trip to Greenland, and Greenland said that they cannot look at this as a friendly visit from the wife of a U.S. politician. Greenland is on high alert. They're not fucking with the rhetoric that they're hearing from this administration about America trying to buy Greenland. Greenland is very much not for sale. Oh, not as the president. She always dropping jewels. There's nothing to wait for. She always dropping jewels.
Oh yeah, definitely. They just gotta pay attention to her. But she a dunny bunny as far as politics.
We're going to get through this term, and then we're going to have to spend the 4 years after that undoing every fucking retarded thing that he did. I just want somebody to deport Elon's ass.
Nah.
I
told people a while ago.
His papers got to be up.
His
papers got to be up.
Money too long,
I
man.
need to see the expiration date.
Shit, that nigga did the billionaire thing in the Oval Office.
Yeah, he said he bought the election.
No, listen, he did the billionaire thing. He came in there without a suit and tie on that motherfucker with his son.
Came in there with his son.
On his shoulders and shit.
Said, now you be quiet.
I said, what the fuck?
You be quiet.
Donald sitting there looking like, man, this nigga here, man. He's sitting there. Donald had the look on his face like, man, this nigga here, man.
Nobody white can benefit our growth. Michelle Obama got something up her sleeve. We need to not be dependent and waiting on Shelly-O. We need to all be combining together. And we need to all have things up our sleeves. We need to all be petitioning these governments. I wish there was a way we could not pay our taxes. Because, man, if I could make fucking HR stop taking that shit out my check.
Y'all want to do something.
That would make the government pay attention right then and there.
Y'all want to do something. Y'all want something to happen. I'm going to tell y'all how to make something fucking happen. I'm going to tell y'all this now. I said this shit a couple months ago. in 2 fucking years, right? There's another fucking election. Senators, congressmen, all the legislators and everything that make decisions and all that.
And pay attention to our state.
That's when
Fetterman got wishy-washy, y'all.
Listen.
This nigga.
That's when y'all need to go out there and start pushing something. The election in 2 years, when they electing senators and Congress and all that.
Which means we need to be paying attention.
That's when y'all need to be out there if y'all want to make something happen. If not, shut the fuck up. If y'all gonna wait 4 years to try to do the election thing and galvanize and all that shit again, then go right ahead and keep on hoping and wishing. Because the saying goes, if you want something different, you got to do something different. So to do something different is to go to the fucking election in 2 years, because you never go. Y'all motherfuckers never go. That's why we fucking lose the Senate and the Congress and all that when we so get on it.
We going
2 years.
Sure.
2 years. I'm gonna remind y'all too. All right, I'm gonna make sure I remind y'all. Go in 2 years. That's the ones that we need, because we need those. And then the president, if y'all do know, is checks and balances. So that way,
it ain't no checks and balances with this fucking administration.
Yeah, because he got he got both chambers.
This motherfucker.
He got both chambers of Congress.
This motherfucker just already before he got in there was buying judges and getting them to say that presidential immunity. This fucking retarded ass man gonna say that he thinks that people should serve 20 years for breaking into Tesla and burning down Teslas and being on property that's not theirs and protesting. And I'm like, and JD Vance agreed, and they got his ass when they asked him, so you think that it was okay for the people on January 6th to break into Congress and into the state capitol and set things on fire and defecate on stuff?
Did they fucking did they run that back like that on him?
Ran it right back.
What did he say? What was his fucking response?
He said they look like a raccoon, like you always do with that fucking natural eyeliner on his eyes. Fucking boy is weird. Okay,
that's crazy.
He's weird. He's weird. His wife is double weird to marry this motherfucker who refers to her as the help for the fucking children. Like, this motherfucker got brown kids and he sees his brown wife as the help for the children. He never even says our children. I bet you if they were more fair skinned, he'd be a little bit more forthcoming with claiming his fucking children. But I digress, because I don't never want to talk bad about the kids, which is the number 2 reason I was glad I had already stopped following Kanye, so I didn't get to see the crazy shit that he posted.
Shouts out to my man Barron.
Who the fuck is Barron?
Barron fucking Trump.
Yo, me saying who the fuck is Barron at the funeral, here's the funny thing.
He don't have nothing to do with nothing. So shouts out to Barron, man.
Shouts out to Barron, who's probably burning up therapist bills and definitely going to be costing somebody a shit ton of bail money and hush money in the next couple years, because he's entitled and was brought up to think that he can grab a bitch by the pussy. Shout out to Barron for going to be the first Trump to openly bring home a black girl.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Shouts out to Barron.
He's going to do what Blac Chyna did for the Kardashians.
Watch, man.
He's gonna give
he brought up in a different time.
Trump
he brought up in
heir.
a different time.
He's brought up in a time. Black heir.
Yeah.
And
something different.
That baby gonna be so blackety black is gonna make them sick.
He brought up in the and plus his mom is not from here, so he's definitely going to venture outside of the. Yeah, shout out to Barron. Go make something happen, man.
He's not going to get. I mean, he's going to venture, but I'm not saying he's not going to get a German black. He is going to get.
No, I'm just saying
country black.
He might.
He's going to pull a Prince Harry.
That might happen.
He's going to find him a Meghan Markle.
That might happen.
Her name just going to be like Rashida or something.
I hope so.
And I don't mean like Rashida Jones.
Yeah, I hope so.
You're going to find herself a Taquana.
That might be a good look for
She's going to be Taquana Trump.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to be at the dinner with the clickety-clack nails.
Mm-hmm. I hope she rap too.
Oh my God, yes, I'm about all her albums.
That would be awesome.
Speaking of rappers, do you follow Sierra?
I wish I did.
No. There's a country girl, Sierra the rapper. She's white.
Okay.
She raps about being white trash and living in trailers.
I can respect that. I want to find out who she is. I gotta go. Yeah, I can respect that. It's probably dope. It's probably dope as shit.
Welcome to the Trump Show.
Definitely. Welcome to the Trump Show.
Listen.
No, we're gonna check her out though.
It's gonna be, trust me, that Barron is gonna have a black girl, because They all do it.
Yeah, and bearing like
Black
fucking
women are
6'7".
fetishized by rich white men.
That young motherfucker like 6'7"
when,
already.
When Paris Hilton had the
joke.
Simple Life show and all that other shit, when Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie were still real big, and when I worked for Jeff, we did this party, and it's funny because I remember Darnell told me, he was like, "Yo, Irize," and I was like, "What?" He was like, "Paris Hilton brother keep asking about you," and that was the inside joke. Whenever a white boy asks about me, they know I'm way too to even entertain it.
Damn. In hindsight. You could have blew his motherfucking top back then, goddamn.
Yo, in hindsight.
In hindsight.
I still couldn't have did it. If I was going to do it, I was going to do it. I couldn't. In hindsight, I mean,
in hindsight, would you do it now? In hindsight,
well, there's no hindsight.
If you go back
in hindsight,
then, now,
in hindsight, no. Would I do it now, moving forward? You know, it's a strong possibility. Knowing all I know.
No. In hindsight, if you had that decision, we went back in time, like go back to that decision right now.
Knowing all I know now.
Would you do it?
No,
you wouldn't.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
Still blackity black.
I can say that.
Still blackity black.
You might grab the ticket real quick though. We could have got our ticket real fast, and out of that one, that probably would have been his birth. Probably would have been his first experience.
Well, actually, she died right after her husband. The blonde model chick. I would do that. Marry a nigga that's like 98 on his way out of here.
What's her name? Nicole. Nicole. Yeah, I bet every girl would do that. A girl said that. I'm like, damn. She talking about I take a motherfucker that's like 60. She like old. 30 something.
60 ain't old.
No,
people are living well
she's
into their
30. She's 30.
First of all, at 30,
she's
I didn't
fucking
even like
30.
At 30, I didn't even like 40-year-olds. So
what are you
60
talking?
Definitely would be a no go.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you talking
at 30,
about?
My parents were like not even 60.
Man,
so
fucking 60. Like, what you waiting for them to check out? What you doing? Like, that's just insane.
I told you, a dude that old tried to talk to me before. He was so old, his eyes
that's
were turning
crazy.
blue. I tried to put him on with my mom. I was like, if you like me, you're gonna love my mom. She a little mouthy, but you know.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's really crazy.
Matches.
I can't
people.
Do it.
Man,
I'm 50 and I can't even think about a 60-year-old. Like, you have to be a different kind of 60. I have to know you. You know what I'm saying?
But
I have to know you. Like a random, like the average retired 60-year-old go to church on Sundays, wear the hats and all that. Like,
and that's what you picturing, but most of them ain't that though. 60s
right,
ain't that though. Like,
that's why I said I gotta know. You gotta be the hip hop 60-year-old.
You gotta see. No, because you had, and that might be the tail end of the. Yeah, you may have caught the hip hop. 60.
You gotta be that for me.
Anything over that, you ain't in it. You out of
I don't want to go with you to see the Whispers. No, I don't. No, I don't. We can go to the old school show. You're lucky you get me to go there, but I'm not going with you to see. I don't want to go to the Mother's Day show.
You're like, no, old school. I ain't doing. Oh shit. Oh man. Shouts out to 60 and older, man. Shouts out to 50 and over, 40 and over. Shouts out to every fucking body, man. Shouts out to this. Shouts out to Julio cousin, Don Roberto. Hey, too, y'all gotta get some of this Don Roberto. This joint crazy. Listen, no, but wait. I wanted to ask you something. Okay, I wanted to ask this shit so long ago. Did you see Beverly Hills Cop? Like the new joint? You did?
I did.
Did you like it? You like Axel Foley?
It was cute.
Yeah, I think so too.
It did what it was supposed to do.
I think so too.
I didn't rush to the theaters to see it. I don't even think I seen it in the theater. I think
the theater? It came out in the movie theater?
No, didn't it come out on Netflix?
Yeah, I suppose that shit would have never made it in the theater.
I didn't rush to watch it on Netflix. I watched it, I think, in the car when my nephews were driving me.
That's what it's about. It's about
with
that.
My headphones on. Yeah.
That shit would have sold 100,000 in the theater. Put that
cute.
shit up.
But there are some new movies coming out that I'm hyped to see. Like The Lady in the Yard, that black horror.
The Lady in the Yard.
Yeah, it's a horror coming out where it's a black family in the house, and every time they look in the yard, they see this lady in all black, and then the lady keeps saying that she's coming to get somebody.
Oh, that's just crazy.
At some point, she end up in the house.
That's just crazy. I think they should have a gun in the house. That would be okay. They can shoot the lady. But that'll just fuck the
you
movie
just
up.
ending the
So we
movie
gonna
all
go ahead
early.
and go. We just I know it has to be a plot to that. What else? What other shit coming? What else coming the fuck out? I don't know, but I be watching.
I don't know, because I be hype about movies, but not really, because I realize that I enjoy watching them in the sanctity of my own home.
Yeah, I just be forgetting what I be watching. I watch a lot of shit, but what I was watching, you ever watch Bizarre Foods? That's one of my favorite shows. Bizarre Foods with the boy Andrew Zimmer.
I've never watched that.
Yeah, he tried everything. He like a chef. He used to he tries everything. Like from different countries and all that.
Start forming in the back of my throat. Yeah. I'll start getting that foam in my mouth when I see foods that's unappealing. No, thank you. Watching Iron Chef, the original Iron Chef in Japanese.
Oh, that's my joint.
That's my shit. Watching that sometimes I can't handle. I'll be like, what's in that fucking basket?
Yeah, that's my
they
shit.
They be having the craziest shit. I'll be like, how'd that go together?
Shouts out to Masahiro Morimoto.
And do I want to try that? Like, no, I don't.
Yeah. Shouts out to Morimoto.
Like, we got tripe, grapes, brie cheese. I'll be like, what the fuck? Rice.
I look at this
and bacon. Like,
yeah, you like, damn. And you gotta make some.
I got 2 types of fucking.
You know that was part of my my schooling. I watched that shit religiously. Iron Chef. Religiously, the American one, when they did the American one all the way up.
Yeah, I mean, I like the American.
Core.
I like the original version of all the Asian shows, like American Ninja Warrior. I'm a Ninja Warrior fan. I used to never know what the fuck they was talking about, but they just be so animated and hype.
Yeah, you like the animated part.
And that's what I liked about Iron Chef. And there was another cooking show that I used to watch that was in Japanese.
Yeah, that's my shit.
I like to watch that. I've been binge watching Dr. Odyssey. I don't know why I started watching. What the fuck is
Dr. Odyssey
about?
It's
a show that comes on ABC. It's about the medical staff on a cruise ship.
Oh shit! Any killing going on in this?
Yeah, people died.
People die.
It's not killing, but yeah, I guess.
Any like people stabbing each other in the back?
No, not like that. It's just like imagine being on a cruise ship, and each episode occurs over a week because like they're week-long cruises. Like one episode dealt with they had not a medical convention, but there's this woman who's she owns part of the cruise ship, and I guess she's also a plastic surgeon. So 1 week was always plastic surgery week, and that's where people who had procedures would come on the cruise ship for a week for rest and relaxation.
Okay.
And then like another episode,
singles
week.
Did anybody
die?
Real.
That's real. Yeah, a couple people died.
All right, that's what it is.
And that's real.
So
like
some shit happened.
They had singles week, and some guy on singles week ended up spreading syphilis around.
Oh yeah.
That was kind of funny.
That seemed like it happens.
That was It seems like
singles
it happens.
Week. Singles
It just
week.
reminds me of like when I watch people indulge in truly single behavior. Like I have a friend at work, me and him talk all the time, and he likes to show me pictures and videos. He goes to hedonism a lot. He's a comedian. He's also he lives a poly lifestyle.
Okay. Shouts out to him.
Right.
The 2 bitches that he got or more.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've seen too much. He shows me too much.
Yeah.
And I always look at the pictures and video, and I'm always like, I love my pH too much. And he'd be like, everybody's clean. I'm like, it ain't about clean. I just can't. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
I'm definitely one of those people that if I haven't done it in my 20s and it didn't get it done in my 30s and I'm now exiting my 40s, at this point, I don't think it's going to get done. And I'm okay with that because I've done a lot in that aspect.
I can dig that.
There's a whole lot of shit. Like, I had membership to a swingers club. I've seen a lot.
Okay, this is where we going with it. I was wondering where we going with this.
There's other shit that I don't.
This is where we want to go.
We get there every week.
This is where we going to go.
We get there every week.
We got to a swingers club. We're here.
Well, not recently.
We're here now.
Like, not recently. We haven't gotten to.
No.
But there's one in New Orleans I was told about that I think I'm going to go check out. I think I'm gonna go have dinner.
That's OT too. You know what happens OT stays OT.
I'm going to Vegas for 420. I think.
Hey, that goes without saying. For 420?
Well, so one of my coworkers,
holy shit, they have parties and shit out there.
Her birthday is 4/18.
It's gonna be amazing.
She wants to wake up in Vegas.
For real?
And so I looked out.
Book me
what's
in.
going on in Vegas that weekend? And on 4/18. One of my favorite rappers has a show at one of my favorite clubs.
What happened?
In Vegas. And I was like, if I go and we go to this is going to be the third time I went to Vegas just to see this nigga, but I'm down.
Who is this rapper that you're stalking fakely by seeing him 3 times?
2 Chainz.
Oh, yeah.
I love me some Titty Boy.
Yeah. Titty Boy.
I love Tawheed.
All right, so yeah,
I think I'm going to Vegas.
That means he gonna have a hell of a party out there for
Them swinger clubs be different. Yeah, I spent all my time on the shy couch and looking in the window, the voyeur windows. I'm super vanilla to a certain degree. But that's a whole nother episode, a whole nother show that we'll talk about that another time.
Swinging. You know, speaking of this I ain't even gonna go here.
Vegas for 420 with 2 Chainz.
You know, I work in the hospital, man. I move patients, man. I gotta say this shit, right? Because we on this joint. I know why people when they get older, right? They lose like all what is the word I'm looking for here? Not dignity. There's some dignity has to go out the window.
All the old people I know are
very older
dignified.
people sometimes. Yeah, but some of them.
You mean they have no shame?
I'm looking for another word other than shame.
Cause I always say I couldn't wait to get old so I could say whatever the fuck I want to say and not feel no way about it.
2 crazy things happened to me today. I go pick this man up in his room. His nurse tell him, like, all right, you gotta take your underwear off and this, that, and the third. I introduce myself, tell him I'm taking him to his procedure. So he take his stuff off and all that. He go to the bathroom and I'm outside the room talking for a minute. The nurse pulled the curtain back. He's coming out the bathroom, walking towards us. The nurse turned around to me. Now her back is to him. My man started like stretching. He put his leg up, like his knee to his chest.
But them old
balls just he got a gown on. The gown ain't tied at all. So I look at the fucking nurse like, with the face. So she look at my face and she turned around. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? My man is lifting both knees up to his joint. She said, what are you doing? He was like, I'm just stretching. Bruh, you ain't got nothing on though. Like, why you felt comfortable? And I'm standing here, like, why would you even? So that was crazy, right there.
You are medical personnel, in his opinion.
Man, I understand.
He ain't worried about you.
Hey, listen, I can dig that.
You ain't worried about him.
But why are you stretching? What's the stretching about, bro?
Cause
you was fully clothed. You was fully covered until you lift your leg up.
Free enough to move about.
See, some shit just get out of control, man.
It's the fuck that they don't. They have no fucks at all.
Listen and again. That was my first. That was my first patient. That probably was about at 7:12 this morning.
Well, you only got
about my third patient. My third patient, big guy. He probably about 6'5", whatever, country boy. He talking to his lady on this side, and he swings his legs to the edge of the fucking bed, right, and sits there and talk to his lady at the edge of the bed with his legs open. I'm like, bruh.
He ain't feel that breeze.
His lady even said, like, go ahead now, come on, you got him waiting. These motherfuckers is crazy.
And this is why I couldn't work in a hospital.
Shouts out to all nurses and everybody in medical field.
At 7 a.m.
At 7 a.m., bro. Shouts out to all the nurses who work in the medical field. Shouts out to all y'all who I work alongside with and all that shit and everything. Shouts out to everybody who tune in on every fucking platform that we are
stay tuned
on.
To Glockaware everywhere. It's 7 p.m.
For sure.
So I guess
y'all know what that means.